I'm back. The service here in the park is a little sketchy at times. So I just wanted to point out some other things that are growing. We're right before the berry walk where there's some exciting stuff I want to show you. But before that, I just want to recognize again that we have mint here. This is some chocolate mint. Down here, you can kind of identify it by its red stem. Really enjoy this for tea. This is a good one. You'll see this, it's flowering right now, but this is creeping thyme. And then apple mint starts to take over, and you can see the apple mint peppering in right here. So definitely feel free to come out, and we're excited to still have our fig trees, which have survived several winters. So we've got a little cluster of 3 figs. I'm not sure if we'll get fruit this year, but it's exciting just to see they're surviving because figs, as we know, are from the Mediterranean. So as we enter the berry walk where our friends are watering, we can see that our choke berries are coming in nicely. A very tart berry full of tannins. It'll be ready in maybe a month or two. Once they turn a dark black, dark blue, they're really at a good stage for picking. And beside them were the gorgeous June berries that have now finished. They're a quick crop. They came and they left. You can still see a couple berries hanging on there. But for the most part, these trees are bare. However, we're entering blueberry season, and it's been exciting to come through and start seeing blueberries as they turn ripe. I know Eduardo and his family have been enjoying the blueberries. But lots of blueberries coming in. Just seems obvious, but I'm gonna state it anyway. A really good tip if you're trying to see if the berries are ripe, maybe you're unsure, just tug at the berry lightly. If it tends to come off, if it comes off in your hand, it's ripe. If it doesn't, it's not ripe, and I would ask that you just kind of like let it be. Unfortunately, we can lose a lot of fruit by people prematurely picking, so we want to try to make sure that everyone can get some, that we get access to fruit. So we got to learn how to harvest together. So here's another good example. This fruit is almost ready. This is these are gooseberries. You can see that they're greenish. They're gonna turn red like that one. Let me see if I can find one. Here's one that fell off. So it looks kind of like a grape or a baby watermelon. They're kind of sour, but the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. So I'm gonna eat that one. The raspberries have been coming in. So on the right side of the path are red raspberries. And then on the other side of the path are more blueberries. And then also tons of raspberries. So these are all raspberries here. That's what the raspberry leaf looks like, deeply veined. And you'll find that on the left side, I'm gonna try to look for some white raspberries. This is what they look like. And let me see if I can find a ripe one, because they turn a little yellow when they're ripe. Here we go. This looks like it might be ripe. So I'm gonna like tug on it. Ooh, it's still hard. I'm not gonna pull that one. What about over here? Ooh, this feels soft. Okay, that one came right off. Yep, that's right. So there's another one. See how it just popped right off? That one's good to go. So yeah, this is like, it's just that easy to come into the Foodway and just harvest. It's open 24/7. A big shout out to our community members who are doing the most out here, helping water, keeping these peach trees alive. These peach trees, unfortunately, had suffered from a fungus and lost their first batch of leaves. Unfortunately, there was nothing we could do. It's a fall application of fungicide, but we don't spray here, so we're just trying to see if the new set of leaves are strong enough to come on. There's still some fruit hanging on. Still some fruit, look at that. But a lot of fruit has been picked prematurely. So we're just gonna kind of see what happens. The cherry trees were a hit this year. Really had quite a bit of a bumper crop. Look at all these red raspberries. So right side's red and white side, left side is white. So most of these raspberry bushes over here are gonna be white. You might find one or two red, but they kind of leap the path. Yeah, look at that. That is a fresh fruit right there. I'm gonna let it go for someone else. You'll notice over here there's some more creeping thyme that we've planted to try to like help with some of this erosion control. So creeping thyme is a really great ground cover. Also some bugleweed we tried to pepper in. Bugleweed is an edible medicinal. Really great ground cover, really good for wet sites. This is a very dry site, so we're seeing how adaptable it is. Apple trees. Again, unfortunately, a lot of the fruit was picked prematurely, but I think we should all just be mindful that, you know, as we watch these trees grow and grow and grow, they'll have a larger carrying capacity. So in the future, you know, we will at some point have an opportunity to really enjoy, but they're still young trees and we can't expect that much from them at this stage. But you can find below them tons of gooseberries. Just be mindful of all the thorns. But yeah, the gooseberries are really coming in right now. As I pick, they drop. They're really nice for a jam. So you can make like a gooseberry jam. I find that they're much sweeter once they're darker, but otherwise they're pretty sour fruit. So I wanted to kind of just share what's growing here at the Foodway. Just kind of like let people know they should be coming out if they're able to. Please wear a mask, keep social distance. Before I kind of send you off, I just want to kind of acknowledge that the roses have come out, which is so exciting. We were waiting for these to finally bloom, and now there's a very, very sweet fragrance in the air. I'm loving where I'm standing right now. But I'm really, I'm looking forward to harvesting some of these petals and distilling some rose water, or making some rose water. So by taking basically the petals and then boiling them, or like in a low simmer, just so there's enough steam, you want to invert your lid. Put a bowl in the center of your pot that's now filled with water and roses, and as it bubbles, your inverted lid will slowly have liquid building at the surface, right? And will drip down to the center where your lid kind of is in a V shape. I hope to have a video about this in the future, but that's, I think, one thing that I would like to do with these roses, but I think there's so many different things. Even if you have a bathtub, you could just put them in your bathtub and feel super luxurious. But, you know, I think that's what's exciting about the Foodway. It doesn't just have to be, let's sit down and eat. It can be relating to the space in different ways. And I think especially like things like roses and flowers. I think flowers are right for folks, and people should be able to enjoy and harvest them. So I just ask that you come maybe with a bag, with some scissors or pruners, just to stay safe, or personally, so you don't hurt yourself as you're cutting or trying to retrieve the object or the plant, but also so you don't harm the plant, right? So I encourage you to come on out and continue following here on Facebook and our Instagram page. But I think that's all for now. And I hope everyone has a great day. All right. I will talk to y'all soon. Take care, y'all. Bye.